But now, let's start with Act 2. Murder on the Owl Express. Starring in our first movie, which is a whodunit crime thriller. With, oh my god, the frickin' the person that is that has a say in the matter for these songs, the composer, that's the name. Jesus, he's good, because oh my god, this is another amazing song that I just loved in this game. So we can't see what our goal is, so all we can do here before we move in is talk to the conductor.
Welcome back, lassie. I haven't written the script for my next movie yet, so we're not recording. I'll call for you when the script is ready.
Even though we're technically recording. Well, in we go. And we can see that we have some weird crows here. And when they see you, they will start running for you. They aren't enemies, however...
Did you notice that there's suddenly a lot of crows on this train? They all gone on to the last stop. Speaking of, at which stop did you get on the train? What do you mean you fell from the sky?
Yeah. So, these crows aren't enemies. However, they're important for something later, and something that's also very important in today's digital and online world.
Hello, fellow Express Owl. Do you care about security? I care about security a whole lot. You should not be going around telling information to strangers. It could be a security risk. I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers?
So these are regular questions that you're usually asked when you make an account online and you set up like password things. Because here's the thing. If someone gets a hold of your email and they see that it works on a specific site, they can try any password that they might get a hands on to get into that account, including also to figure out like your security questions, stuff like that. So here it doesn't matter what you pick. So I am just gonna do this. My eyes are closed, and I'm going to just randomly hit keys, and then I think all you have to do is hit enter afterwards, or I guess end or something like that. I don't know. So here we go. All right, and we're just gonna click.
I see. Is also my favorite combination of letters and numbers.
That's an interesting line of letters and numbers I got. And yeah, because they couldn't think of what people would put in here, they have the crows go to essentially read it out. It's clever.
Why, hello there, fellow owl. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. As you can tell, I am also an express owl. I do much hooting.
Before we continue, yes, this is also a very clever thing of like strangers online trying to get your personal information. They might, you know, impersonate people around your circle, maybe act like they know people in your circle or are people you can trust.
From one owl to another, we can share details, yes? What is your uncle's sister's maiden name?
So, uncle sister's maiden name is usually changed to mother's maiden name when you do security questions. Now, I can't say that I can't say that I remember if I have an uncle sister or anything. So we're just gonna take the first random female name I can think of. Turns out that name was Irene. I have no idea why.
Oh, it is. I see. This is the kind of uncle's sister's maiden name I would expect from a fellow express owl.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to do these because I've never been able to fully dodge these guys, so I don't know for sure if these questions are skippable. However, this one is not.
Did you know that having a pet helps improve self-confidence and relieve stress? Did you also know that pets can have pets? It is true. Unfortunately, us express owls are not allowed to have pets. It is a sacrifice we must make in the name of hooting. But if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's childhood pet would be?
We're just gonna go with Bork, I guess.
Is certainly an interesting name for a pet, even for a pet's pet.
And of course, these questions have there is a reason for them later on in this movie recording.
Have you noticed all these crows around the place? They keep asking for personal details, and I never know what to answer.
I don't think he's supposed to, have his head through this board. And yeah, as we can see here, we have terms and conditions, and it's completely unreadable. It's a nice little joke at the fact that no one reads the terms and conditions when they sign on to things. And
Oh, hello, fellow express owl. I am stuck on an advanced mathematical and scientific issue. Do you see this advanced formula on the blackboard? I cannot decipher it. Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? What does it
so
say?
this is one of those prove that you're not a robot thing. To prove that you're human when you try to sign into things. And this one in particular says DCB4ILOSE. DCV4I lose. No, not DCV. DCB4I lose. It's completely random from player to player. You can also just be a complete numbnut and just go, I don't know. Because they will take that as an answer as well.
I see. The solution is... It was obvious. Thank you, fellow express owl. And thank you for agreeing to the terms and conditions on the backside of the blackboard.
Even though we didn't, well, read it.
I don't get it. How is this a scientific equation of any kind? It's just scrambled numbers and letters, like those you see on an online form. It's really difficult to get settled down on this train with these crows crowding the place. They keep interviewing me about everything I do.
And I don't think we can get in here, but we can try.
Fellow express owl, do you ever wonder what it would be like to be a superhero? The most important feature of a superhero is the name. Every superhero needs an intricate name to their fame. If you were a superhero, what would your name be? if entered on an online form with standardized account identification requirements.
Basically, here it's asking for a username. The best part, this works. Let's go with Captain None of Your Business.
That name is great. I can already imagine it. The mighty Savior of Justice. I'll just write your answer down here real quick.
Again, if any suspicious person tries to ask for your username or your password, any kind of thing like that, don't give it to them.
There was way too much sauce on the pizza. Even if there was fire. Us express owls all have parts of our body we're ashamed of. This is why some owls choose to pluck their feathers. Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow express owl?
Your face.
Oh, poor express owl. You shouldn't be ashamed of your...
The best part is that these answers can become really funny. You shouldn't be ashamed of your face.
But you'd better get your... checked out by a doctor. I read online. It could be a sign of bird flu.
And again, don't listen to what other people say online, because they can use it against you. And we can use this here to just fly over to this side. Okay, let's go. That's not where we can go. So let's go up here. Get ourselves a nice little ice yarn. Go into the VIP room where we have a key.
Wait! Don't come in here! I lost my contact lens somewhere. Please don't step on it. I can't move out of the way. I might step on it myself.
And we can see that something is inside there, but this is definitely the game's very subtle way to say you can't go in here yet. However, we need this key for the locked door over here. Where we have a package that we need to open. We get ourselves the crime-solving outfit. This is unique to this chapter, and it will turn you very Sherlock Holmes-esque. We have this creepy, mysterious phone here.
Is this the kid with the hat? I hope you like my present. Go to the back of the train. Your uncle's sister has come to visit you. You better show your fam some love, or I'll be talking to a corpse next time.
Another thing, if someone you don't know calls you and says that, you know, or comes up to you and says that they know you're some vague family member and they want you to, you know, go and see them and they can take you there, don't go for it. But if we want to further the plot of this movie recording, we're gonna have to. And yes, as you saw there, it used the name that you put in for the uncle's sister's name. So if you want to make this nonsensical, you can just call her whatever you want and they will say it. Well, they won't say the name out loud, but it will be in text form. Pretty hilarious, that.
Murder! On my Owl Express? I can't believe someone would murder one of the Express Owls. And I can't believe even more that it's your uncle's sister. What do you have to say for yourself? Ooh, you're giving me the quiet treatment, eh? That's what a murderer would do.
Leave this case to us. We're Caw, the Crow Agent Watch. We've been monitoring everyone on this train since the last station. We'll be searching the entire train for evidence. No one is allowed to go outside of this wagon.
What? I can't even walk around in my own train? Oh, how dare ya!
Once the clock hits midnight, we'll get off at the station with the murderer in cuffs. Stay here while we investigate further.
And as such, we have 1 owl hour to solve this.
Oh, those car picnics can't tell me what to do. I bet they...
Whoops.
Oh, those car picnics can't tell me what to do. I bet they committed a murder and are destroying all the evidence.
So yeah. She's just quiet and we can't do anything about this cardboard cutout.
I hope no one goes into the VIP area and accidentally steps on my contact lens.
So yeah, that's all we can do and we can't check on the body. And yes, this is a stealth segment. Somehow that didn't count as spotting me. And I went back into the back wagon again. Whoops. Be very careful. And now we can get into the rec room where we have one piece of the evidence.
Gotcha.
So according to this evidence, we can now suspect the conductor for the murder. If you want an easy way to solve this, I would recommend going around the entire train and grabbing every single piece of evidence. And we're gonna need this key. And around these, there will be tokens with the face of the movie director. You can collect those for more points. So yeah, this is timed. If you're not fast enough, you're not going to get every single thing.
So you think you could just sneak around the train like this? Just drop the detective act. You'll never catch the real murderer. You can't point your finger at someone without clues. The clock is ticking. Will you be able to find enough clues to point your finger at the murderer?
So yeah, the ease of this mission will depend on how many of these you find. So now the car crows, or the car picnics, as the conductor so lovingly called them, can now be accused of the murder. So let's see what else we have in this luggage room. Nice. Some yarn. Have you seen this egg? So there we go, we have a quick way up here once we find the key that we need up there. And he is gonna watch that the entire time. So we can only get in here, and
We all wear the same coat?
when they tell the jokes, you can't pass. You need to pass when they are laughing at their own bad jokes. So yeah, we are slowly running out of time, so let's get a move on. We're gonna need the brewing hat over here. Get in there, and yeah. Someone is definitely playing a Metal Gear Solid game here. I love the little game references you can find on the TVs. Got ourselves a nice little relic there. So now Blank is a suspect. That being, of course, the uncle's sister, which we're just gonna call Blank because there is no official name, since it's all based on whatever the player puts in, which can be something serious or something laughably dumb. Again, I can't believe how I'm getting so lucky with some of these. If you're spotted, you will take damage and be sent back to the start of the level, basically, or the start of the first room that you entered. There's nothing inside the cockpit. So yeah, we're going to just do this. And let's see. Well, we have to go through the rec room and get to the top of it. I think, wasn't there... No, there was a key in here that we got. Yeah, now I remember. And the crime-solving hat basically works like your regular hat. So, luggage room I think had a key. Or had a locked door in it. Here we go. So we can press this button to raise this, and we lower him so we can get into that door up there. So we have 30 owl minutes left to solve this. So let's get up here. And let's go into the engine room.
You don't give up, do you? It seems the only way I can get rid of you is to make you run out of time. So here's a fun time eater. Has gotten itself in an unusual situation. It's hanging out on a thin rope for dear life, just above the wood-cutting machine. What an odd coincidence. What are you going to do? Save it from becoming sawdust? Or figure out who the murderer is?
So yeah, this little time waste, whoops. I did not have enough time to jump onto that platform. So we kind of need to get up here because of a very good reason.
Thank you, kind human, for saving me. Woof, woof. I found this clue on the murderer. Hope it helps you. Woof, woof.
So we get another clue for helping this obviously real dog. And it's not a real dog. So into the boiler room, where we have some more and yeah, they're using your what's the body part you're the most ashamed of in here, so and well, they're mostly with this trying to just they're mostly just trying to make you to psychologically hurt you and Hat Kid, which ain't gonna work. Alright, we're slowly running out of time, but that is fine. So with this key, we can't quite get on top of the big door there, but we can get up here and open up this room here. And they give you a lot of heart pawns here, considering that if you're caught, you lose a hit point. So inside the sauna,
Man, this is the life. Nothing beats a hot
we
sauna.
even have some
Did you hear some noise outside?
owls wandering around.
Yeah, heck it. I don't want to go out in the cold.
Got ourselves a nice key here. Slip by you. And that little detour was 10 minutes apparently. I swear, these owl minutes are literally freaking D&D turns. Rift token. Here we go. I didn't know how, how I managed that, but I did. I have a clue down here. Apparently we can blame the victim as a suspect. I guess that would make this a suicide? Maybe? What I'm confused about is why such a child-friendly game would hint on suicide. Then again, this game has a lot of darker stuff later, so... So press that button to make this lift go up and down. Because there's no way for us to dive jump all the way across the room. And we may be legally a bird according to our passport, but we don't have wings. So we go in here where it clearly says keep out. And the last piece of evidence, it's ourselves. With that we have every piece of evidence. So, just in time, we grab them all. I don't know if you can run out of time and miss one, but
So, who
I've
done it?
personally never run out of time for them.
We don't know. We couldn't find any conclusive evidence. We have no idea who murdered this owl.
What? So you've done pickle to solve the case? Who's the murderer? Which one of you did it?
So, who is the murderer? Is it this schmuck? Protect and serve it at all costs. We got ice everywhere, and we saw nothing for the owls. What is he looking at me for, Peckneck? I had to do it, or the voices wouldn't stop. ... And you can't blame a dead owl. I mean, that's pretty suspicious, is it not? That the dead are talking. And well, the voices could have been the phone call, which sounded very much owl-like. But the right answer is the victim himself. Are you sure this schmuck is the murderer? Yes, we are, because if you pick the wrong person, they will make you do it again.
The victim did it? Wait, does that make it a suicide?
It seems you've seen through my charade. It was my turn to clean the Owl Express, and I just decided to, fake my death with this rubber knife. But all this trouble isn't worth it. I'll just start cleaning up now.
Well, thanks for solving the murder, lassie. Not only did you reveal the murderer, you also revealed that the victim was never harmed. And you gave us intense footage for the movie. What? You think I'd let a murder happen on my Owl Express? Oh, think again. That was all just a setup for my newest Owl Express movie. Murder on the Owl Express. Oh, you think DJ Picnic will make a movie that's even remotely as good? Ha! I think not. Here, take this thingamajig and get out of here.
So with that, we have dealt with Act 2. Sadly, we do not get to keep the outfit. So let's see how we did. Murder on the Owl Express, directed by the conductor. Starring conductor as the savvy train conductor, some girl as Detective Useless, crows as car agents, and owls as owls. The reviews are in. 40 Pont gives us 106 points. 2 conductor emblems give us 200 points. And all evidence gave us 360 points, putting us at 720p. And I mean, that ain't bad. But yeah, you can replay these to get better scores if you want to. But like I said, I'm only going to play these once and we'll see where we end up.